Previously on My Kitchen Rules.
Look at it. Are you kidding?
3 teams have suffered disappointment.
They're meant to come out in a ball.
And basked in the glory.
A sensational main course.
The score I'm giving you is a 10.
But even a world of pure imagination
The menu is edible.
couldn't save Josh and Danielle
5 things that you put onto this plate didn't go well together.
from the bottom of the leaderboard.
All right, let's get into it, Harry.
Tonight,
Our plan today is to change from our first instant restaurant entirely.
the boys from Victoria have a new look on life.
I'm going to stay really calm, cool and collected.
Yeah, sorry, I should have told you.
But as things spiral out of control,
Having Christo fail, I'm going to be happy.
Still raw. Large. This is a disaster.
Their goose is cooked.
is there a light at the end of the tunnel?
Delicious.
What is this, foul play?
This is the best. This is the best night. This is the best. This is the best night. This is the best. And everything's alright. We live the best life. This is the best night of my life. This is the best night of my life.
Tonight, we're back in Victoria for the 4th instant restaurant at the Gatecrasher round. And best mates, Harry and Christo, are looking for a clean start in the competition.
I figured I'd wash off a bit of the old dirt from the last instant restaurant.
Showered since then?
No, not at all. Scrub it off with a bit of steel wool.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still butt naked. Yeah.
We should probably get a move on when you've got a moment.
It was a terrible time the first time.
Yeah, it wasn't ideal. We didn't have a lot of fun. We've got a second chance now, and we want to prove we are here for a reason and we can cook. All right, Harry, let's get shopping. We've got a long drive.
We sure do. Doing it again. Yay.
Our motto here today is we're here to cook, not to cry.
Well, we just got to make certain we do it right.
We want to really make certain that we do an amazing job, cook our hearts out, and make amends for the last time.
Harry and Christo, their instant restaurant was a bit of a disaster.
Far out. We just lost half a dozen eggs.
Everything seemed to go wrong for them, and I think it just snowballed.
Christo? Yeah. Cut my finger.
It was crazy.
The House of Horrors.
The House of Horrors.
Oh, you're kidding me. I want to call my mummy.
Last time when we were cooking, the stress was overwhelming. Our food just got worse and worse.
Once it goes over, you can't bring it back.
Who killed the food? Christo and Harry.
It was a complete disaster.
As much fun as it was,
Silly.
we were being such big silly willies.
Billies. Today, we just want to learn from the mistakes that we made on our first instant restaurant. We really don't want to repeat them.
We're going to stay really calm, be really cool and collected. We're going with Zen. I think a Zen-like feeling.
Or, yep, Zen, I suppose.
Composure.
Yep. What?
It's pretty tough to remain Zen-like when there's traffic.
Everyone hates traffic.
Who likes sitting in traffic? I don't know.
No one.
When we get rolling again, we're good. Let's go carry our cool, calm, collected selves to the fishmonger.
What do you have in the way of calamari today? For entree, we're serving calamari sautéed in capsicum and garlic-infused olive oil with seasonal leaves.
I've got the local fresh calamari just there.
Tonight, we're cooking simple dishes with big flavours. Can I get 14 pieces of it?
14?
Yep. So hopefully that means we'll stress a bit less in the kitchen and put out great food.
It sounds like a really, really basic entree. There's nowhere to hide. So if they don't cook the calamari right, it's game over.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I think out of all the other teams, we would love Harry and Christo to get through.
Let's go.
But as much as I love them, I hope that they maybe make a mistake, score less than us because
Because at the moment, we're sitting at the bottom.
Save the
This is
world.
probably the scariest part of tonight, I reckon.
Getting these pheasants.
For main, we're making roast pheasant with bread sauce and beetroot salad. So this dish was a recipe that I got from my grandmother. She used to cook it when I was a little tacker.
You wouldn't happen to have any pheasants, would you?
Good, I have.
Oh,
Came in today freshly.
I've never made this dish before, but it's special to me, and I'm really excited to share that with everyone.
I was thinking of searing them in clarified butter for about 2 to 3 minutes and then roasting them for about 15.
Pheasant's one of those birds that is very unforgiving. Undercooked, it's tough and not very nice to eat. Overcooked, very dry.
Is that about the right?
Chicken, you need to really take care of it.
Roasting the pheasant could take quite some time for 12 people. I just hope we're not waiting hours. Almost time. Quite excited actually to start just cooking and
Calmly cooking.
Yeah, calmly cooking it.
Shopping done, 4 hours until the guests arrive. Plenty of time.
We both feel great. I think our zen-like state is paying off. Just going to get in and set up our instant restaurant. We're going for an indoor-outdoor theme. The name of our instant restaurant is The Greenhouse.
Garden, greenhouse.
We're going to make a unique dining experience. We've had one team here before, David and Corinne. The 4 other teams haven't experienced The Greenhouse.
Sweet.
You know, it is a greenhouse and things get hot.
It's kick-off time.
All right.
Second time round.
All those aprons.
For you, buddy.
Give me nightmares.
Our plan today is to change from our first instant restaurant entirely. No cutting yourselves with the knives today.
Fingers crossed.
This time it's more about being smart.
Can you do me up?
I have nightmares about those aprons. But this time round, we're going to prove that we actually deserve to be in this competition.
So we've got our beetroot.
Yep.
It's for our main.
Yep.
The first thing we're doing is the roast beetroot for the salad for our main course. And we're starting them first just because they need a bit of time to cook.
Yep.
The beetroot takes longer to cook than the pheasant, so we need to get it in the oven first. It's 45 minutes.
Next component, I guess, Christo.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
For dessert, we're making baked stone fruit with amaretti crumble and vanilla bean ice cream. Harry, we're doing ice cream take 2.
Yep.
For me, getting this ice cream perfect is very important. Last time, it didn't go well at all.
It tastes kind of like mushrooms.
That was terrible. Didn't put enough sugar in there. It tastes very savoury.
That's one that's going to stick with you for a while, I reckon.
Last time the boys had a simple dessert, but it was a disaster. You better deliver.
The ice cream, not an exact science.
Should be. Making the ice cream again makes me nervous. However, I'm going back to my original recipe and I'm not going to change it like I did last time. So it's 300 grams of sugar, Has. How much did you put in?
About 350 to 400.
Okay. This time round, the sugar's definitely in and I'm pretty happy with what I've made. Look how smooth it is. Yeah. Now we need to take the mixture and throw it into an ice cream machine.
Ice cream's on, it's going to sit there for an hour, and whilst it
Churns away.
churns away.
Now I don't think there's anything that can go wrong now.
Yep. And then we'll put it in the freezer.
Boom. Power goes out. Oh. We've just lost power. House of Horrors, take 2.
We're here again. Shoot.
Pretty stock standard. House of Horrors. We're back here again.
Beetroot's in the oven, birds are chilling in the fridge, and the ice cream's sitting in the machine. We really want to be in the competition. But if the power doesn't start again, we may not have an instant restaurant. We might have
Pizza.
ordering pizza.
We're damn good at ordering food.
It's tasty too.
It's like God really doesn't want us to be calm, cool, calm and collective.
Hey, back on board. Boom.
Power comes back on. Check the fridge. Birds are fine. Check the oven. Beetroot's good. Now we can get on to the rest of the dessert.
We've got an hour and 34 minutes. Just got to get these biscuits done.
Plenty of time.
We're serving amaretti biscuits for our dessert, which are going to be crushed and turned into the filling for our nectarines. If these biscuits come off, we're genius. Once the biscuits have been formed into little balls, they get baked for 15 minutes or until golden brown. Baked too much.
Hey.
Yeah, sorry, I should have told you. That's my fault. The ends are still hot. Badly burned. So what are you doing now? You going to start on the oil?
Yeah.
Now, for the entree, we're making capsicum-infused olive oil.
Yep, chuckle that in.
That's plenty.
This is something that we've done before with chilies.
But we're not using chilli because some people find chilli offensive and we're trying to accommodate everyone's palates.
I'm excited to see what this can do being so calm.
So Christo and I, with our new Zen state, we're just kicking goals left, right and centre.
I'd be really stoked, Christo, if we get to the top of the leaderboard.
We feel relaxed and confident. We're taking it slowly and just getting it done, getting it perfect right the first time. Come on. Oh, man. They're not really...
15 minutes to go, the biscuit's burned.
You're on fan grill, bro.
Oh, that's a slight problem. Had the oven on fan grill instead of fan forced.
Yep.
These ones I think are a bit overcooked now to use, Harry. Did we throw the mixture away?
No. Put the mixture in a container here.
Luckily, we've got some leftover mixture. Get another tray, done.
The House of Horrors was just here briefly. Even when we're super calm, I'm going to mess with you.
At this point in time, we're doing a lot better than last time. Seems like our Zen-like state is paying off.
Let's go get changed.
Fingers crossed it's not the calm before the storm.
Harry and Christo. I'm thinking seafood just because we're in this coastal theme.
The boys have been talking a lot about simplifying their food.
We were cool, calm and collected.
I'm not sure what that's going to entail, but I'm hoping they'll just get the plates on the table at the right times.
I'm looking forward to eating some food.
I don't know what style of cooking they're going to do, but
Harry and Christo need to score lower than us for us to remain in this competition, so hopefully they overcook some fish.
do whatever they can.
We've done the biscuits, we've done the oil.
What we need to do is go down and let everyone in and come back up and keep cooking.
The relationship between us and the boys has been a little bit frosty at best. It's going to be good. It's like fun. So I'm going to be happy if the boys help tonight.
Right, is everyone ready?
Oh, Coming up,
Entree is served.
when the heat is on at the table
This is disgusting.
and in the kitchen,
Is all that blood meant to come out? I hope so.
will the House of Horrors return?
Still raw. Fudge.
I've ruined it.
This is a disaster.
We're on time.
We're on time.
52 seconds, we're killing it.
Yeah.
We're in a much calmer space.
Right, is everyone ready?
It's time, Crispy. We're greeting the guests.
We're excited to show people like Harry and Christo 2.0.
Well done. How are you going? How you going? So good to have you.
Harry and Christo are looking dashing in their suits and ties. Dashing.
Oh, look how tall you are.
They're looking cool, calm, collected.
Dave, you ready?
Maybe a little too cool.
Oh, wow. Look at this room. Oh, my gosh. It's beautiful. Oh, it's so divine.
Cool. That's great.
Look at this.
So nice. The room looks fantastic. There's kumquat plants, there's lemon trees. It's like you actually walk into a greenhouse.
The instant restaurant basically looks exactly the same as last time.
Great job, boys. Looks fantastic. I was so disappointed with that.
Yeah, and rightly so.
And rightly so.
Welcome, everyone. The Greenhouse is the name of our instant restaurant. Melbourne's about fresh produce, and we wanted to bring the outside in and make a unique indoor garden setting for you.
David! I'm so upset.
I'm disappointed that we can't sit with him and have story time with Dave. So we're going to head back to the kitchen. We'll leave you to it, and we'll be down again soon.
Thanks very much.
See you guys. Enjoy.
Bye.
You know, normally we wouldn't go and dine with Harry and Christo, but we play the game.
Dave, that's not just for you.
No, I'll pass it. I'll pass it around. If Harry and Christo fail, I'm going to be happy.
All right, mate, let's roll up our sleeves and really get into this.
Sounds good.
All our guests are here. Let's get our cook on.
Let's clean the calamari.
Yep.
And do a taste test.
Yep, let's do that right away.
For the entree, we're going to lightly saute the calamari in infused olive oil. Then we're going to serve it on a bed of seasonal leaves.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I would rate this quite high on my grossometer. It's slimy, you know?
We just want to use the main body of the calamari and make rings. You start slicing. We're not setting a cracking pace for this entree, but slow and steady wins the race.
We're back at Harry and Christo's restaurant for the second time around. Our first outing wasn't exactly memorable for the right reasons. Let's hope the boys have learnt a lot and they deliver us some beautiful food tonight.
It's a bit daunting having Pete Manu back, but I really am feeling a lot more confident. Very dapper.
I know. G'day, fellas. Ladies. Hey, Colin, good to see you.
Manu.
Welcome again.
Pete.
Hopefully this time it's going to be a bit tastier. Harry and Christo seem to be in better shape than last time.
Good evening, bonsoir.
Good evening. They seem to be calm.
Confident.
Cool.
Collected.
Exactly.
Welcome back again, Pete Manu.
And Dave and Corinne. Fantastic. So if you want to open up your menus and see what we've got for dinner. For entree, we have the calamari sautéed in capsicum and garlic olive oil with seasonal leaves.
For entree, the boys are playing it extremely safe. It's fine to do simple food, but everything has to be done extremely well.
For main course, we have roast pheasant with bread sauce and beetroot salad.
Pheasant. It's a very delicate bird. You've got to be super careful how you cook this. Last time, their main course is inedible. The veal was so dry, if they did that to the pheasant, their goose is cooked.
And for dessert, we have baked stone fruit with amaretti crumble and a vanilla bean ice cream.
We are going to go back and keep working on the entree. See you soon.
See you guys.
Awesome, thanks.
These are the kind of flavours I expected from the boys. They're simple, but they're good, you know, so if they're good, don't mess with them.
I think a lot of people around the table, they are expressing that they think it's a simple menu, but there's a lot on this menu that can go wrong.
Is it big?
No, it's little. No, pheasant is a very
So it's sort of like a quail?
They're really plump.
Okay.
With big Breasts.
Big breasts.
They're big, just the way you like them.
No, they are.
My type of bird.
I don't think Kathy has a right to think she's better than the rest of us. She hasn't gone through the kitchen yet. Her food's probably going to come out dry and unpalatable. A bit like a personality, really.
All right, let's get into it, Harry.
Clean up and then get cracking.
It's time to saute the calamari.
It needs to be done in batches. That's critical.
The biggest issue with the entree is getting the calamari right.
Chuck in a bit of garlic. Stir, stir, stir. Okay, going in.
Going in. Go! Christo, go!
I'm going to lightly saute the calamari for about 1 to 2 minutes until it's opaque in colour.
What does opaque mean?
Well, I know a beer bottle's opaque.
You sure? This is making me really nervous. This is very important that we get it right.
Calamari, if undercooked, not very nice. If overcooked, even worse.
Is it cooked properly?
Let me try a piece. Yeah, I reckon that's pretty well cooked. Okay. You taste it and tell me what you think. It's not too chewy. It didn't taste underdone.
That's nice.
Really happy with the way Harry's just cooked the first batch. You reckon we've got one more batch or two? I reckon they look great.
I reckon one more.
Okay. At this stage, we're getting pretty agitated because we want to get these entrees out.
Ready?
Yep.
I'm focusing all my energy on this because it needs to be timed right.
It's a bit undercooked still.
Me.
How badly did you burn your hand?
Pretty badly. Get the tongs.
So I burnt my finger and I'm really nervous because I need this calamari to be perfect.
Calamari I love, but I know it's a fine line. It can go tough very quickly, but it doesn't take long to cook, so I think they're playing it extremely safe.
That's not playing safe.
That's not playing safe.
I personally wouldn't do calamari for 12 to play it safe because, seriously, it could be just so chewy and there's a 1.
David says he's going to score it a 1. I'm not sure if that's fair.
It's quite obvious that he's trying to sort of influence what everyone's thinking around the table.
I'm pumped about the calamari and I hope they nail it.
I think it's hilarious in a not so funny way.
Frankly, I'm quite happy she's down the other end of the table. She's a bit too up herself. A bit like Mum.
I think it looks good.
It does look great. I want to get that pepper all through all of them.
Done all the calamari, mixed it together, seasoned it well. We think it tastes great. We have been a bit of perfectionists and we're trying to get it right because we want to stay in the competition. To plate up our entree, we get the rocket, place some calamari on top and drizzle the infused olive oil over the top. This one here looks a little bit miserable. I need some more rocket. Plating them up, I'm feeling like the flavours combine and I just hope the judges think it's a good dish too.
Christo, this is Harry and Christo 2.0.
Yep.
Let's go do it.
Okay. Entree is served.
Boring. Calamari rings and rocket leaves.
Thanks, Harry. Thank you.
It looks extremely simple. I just hope the calamari's cooked well because there's 2 items on the plate and that's it.
Lovely ladies.
Thank you. Looks beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think the entree looks great on the plate, but this is our only opportunity to stay in the competition. So if we got it wrong, we're gone. No more second chance.
We served our entree. Last time we were here, it was a disaster, but we've been cool, calm and collected. Excited to hear what we've got.
Harry and Christo for entree. We've got calamari sautéed with capsicum and garlic infused olive oil and seasonal leaves. We do often say that we love simple flavors, simple food. But this simple and is too simple. If you're going to serve something that simple, everything needs to be amazing. I think the calamari was a tad under, and what I was wanting to taste is the capsicum and the garlic infused oil, and all I tasted was really strong olive oil.
I like the sound of it on paper. When I started eating it, I was searching for, some excitement. I wouldn't even call it pleasant, it was just neither here nor there. Guys, I know where you're going with this, but I think you need to pay attention to each and every ingredient on there and just make it explode in the mouth. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, boys.
What?
I'm not feeling good at all. We wanted to prove that we deserve to be in this competition. So now we need to ramp things up a little bit.
Bon appétit.
This entree was worse than the first entree. It's a dish you'd get at an outdoor cafe next door to the supermarket.
Well, I didn't mind it. I thought the dressing on the rocket was really, really nice.
It wasn't even pleasant, it was just meh.
Yeah.
Meh. Meh.
We'll be right, mate. I think we can pull this back. I think we're doing a good job. Let's hope this main is a dish that they really like.
Yeah. Main's going to be pretty tough. There's a fair bit to do, all of it to do. OK, so yeah, with this main, we've got the whole lot to do. We've got to roast the pheasant, make the bread sauce and beetroot salad.
Do you want to work on the
bread sauce?
Bread sauce.
Bread sauce is a very old English traditional thing. It's milk, onion, clove, and bread. It sounds strange, but it's beautiful.
I like the bread sauce to be a puree.
As I'm making the bread sauce, it's really important that I get the consistency right. I don't want it to be lumpy, but I've made the bread sauce before and pretty confident I know what I'm doing. Do you know what? I think I want to do it again. I'm feeling really unhappy with the consistency. We can't take anything for chance, so I'm going to ditch it and start again.
I'm almost ready to start these bad boys.
All right.
The hero of this dish is going to be, obviously, the pheasant.
I haven't done this before.
But you've seen your grandma do it plenty of times.
Yeah.
To prepare the pheasant, I need to sear it.
OK, here we go.
Before we put it in the oven.
What do you reckon?
I reckon a bit more on the breasts.
OK. All right, I'm going to take them on.
Okay.
Right now, birds are looking good. Put them in the roasting pan with butter.
Who doesn't like butter?
Ready for roasting.
4 on top and the 3 next row down.
Pheasant's a game bird. If you overcook it, it becomes dry, not tasty at all. Do not want to serve that. So I think we're going to have to cook it for 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
I'm really nervous because the future of us in this competition is roasting in the oven right now.
I like the idea of roast pheasant. It's a game bird, and so it needs to be cooked for a long time.
The roast pheasant, it's only a couple of minutes. So...
kind of glad that David's not cooking the pheasant because I'm pretty sure that it takes a little bit more than a couple of minutes to roast a bird.
I would hope so, but you know, bit of salmonella. Don't always get
anyone?
Always gets good scores.
That's it. Pheasant's done. And there's room here, Harry.
Pheasant comes out of the oven.
Oh, look at that delicious blood.
Is all that blood meant to come out?
Well, we on I hope so.
Blood's coming out, not a problem. Meant to do that. Open it up a tinsy bit.
Yeah, they're still raw.
Yeah.
She isn't cooked. Panic has just set in. Hello, old friend.
Back into the oven, Crisp.
The issue for me now is I have no idea about cooking time.
All right, there we go.
I decide to put the birds back in for 5 minutes.
Back in again. Round 2.
Fingers crossed they'll be done after this.
Oh, wow. No, but seriously, it has been a while. Is everyone hungry? Like,
I'm always hungry, so I'm the wrong girl to ask.
We're waiting. And waiting.
And waiting.
And waiting.
I don't know what's going on.
Where is the pheasant?
The pheasants have been in for another 5 minutes.
I think it needs longer.
Yeah. It's still not cooked.
They're pretty much raw. Keep cooking it.
Yeah.
Do you want to try some of my dinner? It's really yummy.
yeah. Delicious.
Just a bit like cardboard.
What are they doing? Maybe they're on the phone talking to their girlfriends or something.
On Facebook. Harry loves Facebook.
Oh, God.
Right now, it's been at least an hour and a half. I'm feeling pretty guilty the guests are out there, waiting. Hopefully they're all right.
I've never seen that.
We've been waiting so long for this main, people start to go a little bit crazy.
Oh, what about that one?
We can't do that.
It's been a very, very long time. We've been waiting around for a while now. Even Dave's starting to look good.
Ooh.
Take your time, boys.
Take your sweet time.
Get ready.
To bring them all out?
Yep.
At this point, it's been 2 hours since entree. These birds have to come out.
I can't. Oh, man.
We pull it out of the oven.
They smell good now.
They look happy.
Here's the moment of truth, Christo.
I carve one of the legs off and fudge! It's red raw.
They need a little bit more cooking time.
This was our one chance to really prove ourselves, make up for the last time, and I've ruined it.
This is a disaster. This is a disaster.
I'm reliving the House of Horrors.
It's been, what, 2.5 hours we've been waiting for the main course.
Feels like forever. Wow.
What is taking so long?
I have no idea.
That's just not ready. They need to go in for longer.
The pheasant is red raw. I've ruined it.
Why is this happening?
We're here to cook, not cry, and we've managed to do it.
I can't believe it's happened again.
Metaphorically, we're crying.
I just don't know how we've gone so wrong.
We haven't gone wrong because they're not overcooked, so they're not ruined, they're undercooked.
Okay.
Christo's right. I realise that how long we've taken, but my main goal is making certain that we can try and get this pheasant out perfectly.
What colour is a hiccup?
What colour is it?
Purple.
Crazy
We're
mess.
really, really hungry and we're starting to go a bit loopy.
Oh, look at that.
You are a greenhouse.
We've just gone back into our immature 12-year-old state.
To make us wait this long, what is this, foul play?
Oh.
It's got to be cooked. It's just got to be cooked.
I'm sure they'll be cooked now, man. It's good.
It's now been 3 hours since entree. We have to now stick to our guns. So what I decided to do is take the risk.
Fingers crossed, mate.
Just cut it all the way through.
I cut through it.
It's cooked?
Yep.
All the way through.
All the way through. That's fine.
It's cooked.
And that's not overcooked. Oh! How's taste that? That's still very moist.
It's perfect.
Hallelujah.
I'm really happy with this.
I'm ecstatic.
I think they might all be perfect.
Yep.
Let's hope they are anyway.
Far out, man.
All right, get the plates out. It's really time now. We've got to work very, very fast.
Oh, beetroot boats look amazing.
Plating the dish, I think it looks amazing. I think the bread sauce is looking great. The beetroot boats look sensational. Harry, how are your breasts? The pheasant, it looks like it's well cooked. These are the breasts here.
Yep.
But I'm looking around at some of them. Jeez, I hope they're cooked, man. They're just different colours. I'm thinking 1 or 2 could be underdone. That to me doesn't look cooked.
Yeah, I know, but when you pull it off, it's cooked through. The pink's through here. That's the colour of it.
I'm almost certain that I'm right. But now I have a seed of doubt. I may be serving raw or undercooked pheasant.
Let's go and serve this up. Thank you. You're welcome.
The boys are trying to put on a brave face. Cheers. They know they've really stuffed up here.
They look like they've been crying. Harry was almost in tears.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Thank you.
Plate looks fantastic. However, this dish was my dish, and hopefully I haven't stuffed it up for both of us.
Harry and Christo for main course, you cooked roast pheasant with bread sauce and beetroot salad. I thought you would have learnt by now that you need to get the food on the table at an appropriate time.
Yep.
It was over 3 hours.
Yep.
And all that tells me is you haven't planned properly. In saying that, I loved your dish. The pheasant was cooked beautifully. The flesh melted in the mouth. The beetroot worked well. Yeah. That bread sauce was one of the best sauces we've had in the competition. It just married so well together.
You're very brave to be cooking a pheasant. It's a very hard protein to cook, right? You've done a good job. The bread sauce, wow. It's probably one of the best bread sauce I've ever had. It was right consistency, right flavour for me. Beautiful.
Yep.
Thank you, boys.
Thanks very much. Up to you, mate.
Oh my God.
This one for me is a massive win.
Bloody hell.
All right.
We were flying dark, but we just went with our gut feeling, and it's paid off.
We've done a Houdini.
So yummy. The pheasant is delicious. It has surpassed my expectations.
And the red sauce, OMG, it is so good.
This is disgusting. I can't eat it. There's more of an entree size, I guess, than a main course.
I think they've put their heart and soul on this plate, and I don't think it's going to work out for them.
Okay, Harry, I'm going to get on to the nectarines.
I'm going to get onto the biscuits.
Done. We've done a great job on main, but we have to do a good job on this dessert to stay in the competition. This is the sort of dessert I enjoy.
Yep.
For dessert, we're making baked stone fruit with amaretti crumble and vanilla bean ice cream. The biggest part of dessert is the ice cream. We've made that during the prep. Now we just have to make the crumble to stuff into the nectarines.
Why don't I do the filling and you do that?
This is part of the filling.
Oh, yeah, I get you.
To make the filling, I process the biscuits, scoop out some of the nectarine, put it with some biscuits, add cinnamon and brown sugar. Harry, have a taste of this for me. I think I put too much sugar in.
Have you put the amaretto in?
No, not yet.
I'll put the amaretto in if it's too sweet.
At this point, Harry adds the amaretto.
I don't have a sweet myself.
Not bad. Once I'm happy with the flavour, I stuff the nectarines with the biscuit filling and they're ready to be baked. Maybe it should be drier. I'm thinking to myself, this just doesn't look good. This looks like liquid-filled nectarines. This is not a crumble.
They're pretty ugly.
Well, you're full of nice things to say.
Well, I'm just being honest. It looks pretty ugly.
I think we might have to start again.
We're taking too much time.
It took 3 hours to get main out.
And time's really starting to escape us now.
Again.
Mate, how long have they been waiting for?
We need this dish to stay in the competition.
We've got to get this done. It's ridiculous.
We have to get it out as quickly as possible, or we're probably leaving the competition.
They're pretty ugly.
Well, you're full of nice things to say.
Well, I'm just being honest. It looks pretty ugly.
At this point, the crumble mixture, it's very, very runny.
It's meant to be dry, a little bit drier.
I have to make this crumble drier so it's less like wet cement and more like a crumble. I'm just going to add more biscuits and make the mix a bit drier. My solution is to get Harry to grind up some more biscuits. They look good. Take some of the mixture, put in a lot more biscuits and really firm up the mix. I reckon that's a better consistency.
Yeah, so do I. It looks way better.
Works out pretty well.
Oh, that's great. Tastes good.
So, fill all the nectarines, I get into the oven.
I think that the boys have taken long enough for the stone fruit to be nice and soft. I'm looking forward to dessert because I'm still hungry. So I'm hoping there's some carbs on the plate.
Christo talks his ice cream up, so I'm really looking forward to, after last time, having some quality ice cream. In order to do a better job this round, don't forget the sugar in the ice cream. That's a big one.
Yep. That was horrible.
The nectarines have been baking for 20 minutes. I think they're looking quite good. I think some of them need to bake a little bit longer. They're still looking very moist on top.
You're going to turn it up? Turn it up? Put the grill on? What are you going to do?
Mate, I'm waiting. I'm just trying to get them to
I'm
cool.
just asking questions.
Well, I'm going to leave them for the 5 minutes.
Okay.
We do want to get this out in a timely fashion. We can't really afford to lose marks for time. Do you reckon we try and get them to grill, or do you reckon we just serve it?
Grill them. They need to crisp up on the top.
So I'm going to put them in for another 2 minutes, change it to grill, and grill them. Come have a look.
Oh, perfect.
Nectarines ready, we take them out, plate them.
We're going to serve biscuit on each.
Yep.
We've got some leftover biscuits, so we've put them on the plate. Nectarine on each.
Yep.
That looks good.
I go and get the ice cream.
I'll just run them down the far end.
Looks sensational. Let's get them out there.
Let's take these two.
Okay.
Great. There's a lot riding on this dish. Pete, Manu, I hope you enjoy this one.
The boys look a lot more confident in this dish, I think.
It looks absolutely fantastic, which makes me a little bit nervous.
I'm pretty happy. I think that the nectarine is cooked perfectly, and I'm about to redeem myself with the ice cream.
Harry and Christo for dessert baked stone fruit with amaretti crumble and vanilla bean ice cream. Ice cream again.
Original recipe.
Good. I think you finished the night on a high. Though that I find it a little bit too sweet, mixing it with the stone fruit, who's got a beautiful acidity, it goes very well together. I love that little crumble as well. That's why I talk about simple food that makes sense.
And definitely different from your last dessert you cooked for us. This was delicious. I love the simplistic nature of this dish. Beautiful fruit, ice cream, a bit of texture with the crumble. What more could you want? If you can cook like this for the rest of the competition, then I'll be very impressed. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Mate, well done. I am over the moon. Harry and I have come together. We've workshopped this dessert. We've got them a dish. We're really proud of it. They're thrilled with it. I could not be happier. I don't think we could be any happier.
You've redeemed yourself on that ice cream, haven't you? Far out.
I'm hoping that there's going to be an explosion of flavours in my mouth. No, I'm not enjoying it.
I loved it. I absolutely adored the ice cream. I'd have a bath in that.
I would have used it to do a facial. It was amazing. I washed my hair in it.
We're feeling a bit disappointed now that the boys have done a pretty good job.
But I would think that most people would mark down for time because time was a big theme of the night.
As the boys wait calmly, it's time for the guest teams to score tonight's three-course meal out of 10.
For entree, we had the calamari. What do you think? Keeping it simple is one thing, but it was a bit bland. Yeah. My calamari was a little overdone, actually.
It was very basic. It was a cafe dish.
For main, we had the roast pheasant. We were waiting a really, really long time.
Pheasant, it's the type of food that I like to eat, but it was slow, very slow.
I liked the pheasant and I really liked the bread sauce. It was a nice creamy consistency.
The bread sauce was the winner of the dish for me.
Dessert, the vanilla ice cream was nice.
The stone fruit, they did cook it well. I think it was definitely the best dish of the night.
Dessert, they redeemed themselves, even though it took a long, long time.
I talked about my time. Tonight for Harry and Christo, we'd like to give them a 6. I liked the main and I liked the dessert, but we are pretty tired, so it has to come into our scoring.
We're going to score the boys a 4.
The menu was average. If it was average, I would give them a 5. But considering the time that we waited for the meals, 4.
We are scoring Harry and Christo a 6.
I would like to give the boys more, but the time really does need to be taken into account.
We give Harry and Christo a 6.
We're starving.
Not good, boys. No.
We're going to score Harry and Christo a 5 out of 10. Entree, super basic, too basic.
Super overcooked.
The main.
Somewhere in the middle.
Dessert, disappointing.
Kind of brings it back to being average, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
We start walking down the stairs. I'm a bit anxious. You can never be sure in this competition what's going to happen. We've got our fingers crossed. We hope we're through. But hey, we just don't know. We should probably get a move on.
For Victorian best mates Harry and Christo,
Who do you cook? Quite excited.
the calm approach didn't stop their greenhouse
Beautiful.
from being a house of horrors.
This is a disaster.
Entree was tough.
Quite bland, quite boring.
A 3-hour main had stomachs grumbling,
Still raw. Yeah.
Seriously, this has taken a while now.
but taste buds singing.
Wow. Probably one of the best bread sauce I've ever had.
And dessert
Absolutely adored the ice cream. I'd have a bath in that.
was how the cookies should crumble.
Redeemed yourself on that ice cream, haven't you?
Now, Harry and Christo hope to beat Josh and Danielle's score of 51 to stay off the bottom of the leaderboard.
Passes or Ps get degrees, so we just want a 52.
But no matter what the score, I'm proud of Harry and I and how we've worked in the kitchen tonight.
Harry and Christo, the guest teams have given you a combined total score of 27 out of 50.
Very disappointing. In terms of the contestant scores, the boys have beaten us at this point.
We might be in trouble.
And now it's our turn. We'll be scoring each dish out of 10.
Harry and Christo, for entree we've had calamari sautéed in capsicum and garlic, infused olive oil and seasonal leaves. We said often that we do love simple food, but I think it was far too simple. A few rings of calamari and a bed of salad is not enough.
I thought it was uninspired. The calamari was a little bit all over the shop, a little bit undercooked, some overcooked, and some okay. And the capsicum and garlic infused olive oil, there wasn't much of a flavour there. The score I'm giving you for your entree this evening is a 4.
The score I'm giving you for your entree tonight is a 3.
Some pretty rough comments, but it was a pretty simple dish. Fair enough score.
Harry and Christo for mine, roast pheasant with bread sauce and beetroot salad. I love the dish. The pheasant breast was very well cooked. The bread sauce was fantastic. Really, really enjoyed the bread sauce. It was really perfect for me.
Very risky move putting pheasant on the menu in an instant restaurant, especially your second time around. But I'm glad you did it, because it paid off.
The score I'm giving you for your main course tonight is an 8.
Thank you.
Go us, round of applause, us.
I am absolutely thrilled at getting an 8.
The score I'm giving you for your main course this evening is a 7.
To get these scores is mind-blowing.
Outstanding.
It's really great.
Harry and Christo for dessert, baked stone fruit with amaretti crumble and vanilla bean ice cream. This is simple food, but good simple food. I found the ice cream a little bit too sweet, but mixing it together with the stone fruit, it was brilliant.
The nectarine was cooked well. I really enjoyed the crumble that you had in there. The vanilla bean ice cream, nice consistency, lovely and creamy. This is the type of cooking I want to see from you boys from this point forward. The score I'm giving you for your dessert this evening is an 8.
The score I'm giving you for your dessert tonight is an 8.
So happy. I'm over the moon.
We've made amends tonight.
So, Harry and Christo, that gives you a grand total score of 65.
65. Together? We've done it.
Well done, mate.
We visited the dirty old House of Horrors, but we managed to pull it together. We're happy.
Yeah, boy!
Harry and Christo's score of 65 puts them in 3rd place, leaving Josh and Danielle on the bottom and facing elimination.
Disappointing.
Very disappointing. Feeling even more flat than the other night at this point. 2 restaurants to go. We'll see what happens.
David and Corinne, we'll see you up in sunny Queensland.
Look forward to that.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. I'm amped.
You're amped?
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much.
We're aiming to get the best score in My Kitchen Rules history.
Okay.
You know what? It's going to be a knockout.
Very nice.
A lovely night.
Oh, back to Cairns.
See you later.
Looking forward to going to bed now. Should be awesome.